Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. August the 12th, 2024. My name is Stafford Garrett. I'm 65 years old. I was born February the 3rd, 1959. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, the county of Cook, the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois, and the United States. Yes, I'm a United States citizen, governed by the 27 amendments of the Constitution, to be protected, to be served like any other citizen, of America. I'm gonna talk about a lot of things, man, because I got so much paperwork. Man. And it's so baffling because it's so corrupted and it's so wrong. And in my power, that's all I can do, is tell people. So this is like an inadvertent journal or a documentary of what's going on. Because like they say, if you don't say anything, no one is going to know. But it's becoming more vicious. The entrapment over the years, it was kind of blurry. You're saying, no, maybe I'm a little paranoid. Maybe ain't this, maybe ain't that. Because things happen isolated. You don't know where it be coming from, man. But I'm talking about some outrageous stuff. I'm going to get into that, later. But it's a lot of stuff I got to put before you now because it's paperwork. See, if it's on paper, the dates and the times acts up the process. See, these different agencies are here to facilitate, to help foster the country. Well, people are set in place as agents, man, to keep things in order to protect. And then you got another government that comes in and try to rubber stamp everything for another cause or purpose. When they start crossing the boundaries, man, the discrimination and racism and everything else. And it's sad, because I got to mention some people's name that I feel as though that I don't think they just aware of how serious things really are. And then when it comes to the point, they the sacrificial lamb because their name is on paper. See, when that domino effect started going, that ripple effect started flowing, it traces to different people, man. And when you're part of the corruption, you don't know what your fate may be, man. Your fate could come from the system or your fate could come from the people who got you doing it in the first place. That's all you have to be careful about, different things, man. My constitutional rights been violated in so many different ways, harshly, abrasively. I've been lied on, man. I filed a complaint, with the Chicago Commission of Human Relations, September the 11th, 2022, August 11th, 2022. There's a process, and I'm going to show you the paperwork. There's a process, man. Discrimination process. You file your complaint. The respondents got 28 days to respond to you. You got 28 days to reply to the respondents. This is what's happening from August 11, 2022 to now, August the 12th, 2024, 2 years later, which is kind of coincidental that the statute of limitations really basically then ran out. There's no other relief if they make a decision, which they did. They denied my complaint. See? But see, now I got to bring up all the other stuff. The stuff that said in the draft, I didn't say that stuff, man. They made it seem like I was such a bad guy, that I was homophobic, that I said homosexual, all these homosexual residents I live by, and everybody in the building is majority of homosexuals. I didn't say nothing like that. White, non-disabled homosexuals. I never said that, man. See? Now, why would I say something like that? First of all, I can only, say that there was probably 3 homosexuals in the building. But I have nothing against homosexuals. I got friends that's homosexual. I got relatives that's homosexual. Listen, man, you got to understand something. Heterosexual, we have natural rights. That's what Obama messed up at when he made that law. They figured that when you gave them that right that now we women, or we can go have any man too, or any woman too. No, that's not what that means. It gave you the right to choose who you want to be with. But you can't go mess with heterosexuals when they not about it. Like, okay, since he didn't change the law, we can just go have everything. We can, like Burger King, we can have it our way. It don't work like that, man. You got to understand, because that's what your choice. You disrespected them now. They have natural rights. And that's where Obama messed up when he made that law, because they got some kind of mental stuff going on here. A lot of stuff that the Human Relations said in my document, that's not my draft, man. He sent me the draft back and told me to sign it to get it back to him immediately. And I got signed and got it back to him. I didn't know that he paraphrased it. When I told the supervisor, Kristen Lee, about it, she said, you signed it, didn't you? Which makes me think they're all a part of it. Albert Robinson should be checked. He got to be from the Edgewater area or some kind of way he's connected to BECOVIC management. Do you know the lady had the nerve to bring up a response that these people made 2 years later when they had 28 days to respond to my original complaint? 2 years later, she sent me 8 different things that they said why they illegally evicted me, which they supposed to say 28 days after my complaint. But now you become complicit because you sent me the information saying why after it's already on document what they stated in the first place. See, I made a complaint. They respond, I reply. That's it. It ain't that you replying again. See, so now it's personal. So let me ask you this. What if everything you've been told, I'm talking to Chicago, human relations, the women, you know, whatever y'all got going on. What if it's none of that what you think is not true? What if everything that they said has got you angry and got you motivated? Hey, yeah. What if none of that's true? What if none of that's true? What if everything they say about leaving in the alleys and all this other stuff, what if none of that's true? What if none of it's true? What would you think? What would you feel? No, I ain't going to it. I'm going to it later. Because right now, like I said, I got so much papers to put out. See, I'm talking now. But I'm going to let you see. Because, see, like I said, these people are set in place as agents, man. See, to keep this stuff flowing, neutral, as they say. They help facilitate and foster. See, so if the documents say this is the process, I'm going to show you what the documents say, what the process is. 28 days to respond to the complaint, and I got 28 days to reply. That's it, then they make a decision. It's not 2 years later. See, we're going to see how I'm still getting letters about this now, 2 years later. That's what we're going to do in a minute, right? Like I said, it's going to be a long day because, like, this is going to be a long video. And then, like I say, too, man, look, you know what? People say, you don't get views, so it doesn't matter. See, because once it's out there, people can just run over it and run over it and run over it and run over it. It don't take but one person, right, to see the injustice and the unrighteousness that's been done and look at all of what they see and they be saying, man, did they actually do this? That's where y'all made a mistake at. When you got your name and the dates and you got the stamps on it coming from there, because you got power. That's the other thing. There's a power, man. Somebody with a lot of power in that community. And somebody is angry. That, ooh, man, somebody is angry. You say, why is that? Because they did so much and they don't know how to clean it up. Man, listen, if I was mingling out, man, and running around all the time, man, I'd be in jail. They've been framing me so fast, but they can't. There's too many people watching. They was at my door before I moved this place. I used to always wonder, but this lady used to beat on the walls and stomp on the floor every night, man, from 2 a.m. to 5 in the morning. I just wouldn't respond. But somebody tell me something wrong right with that, man. This lady, man, for no reason at all. And one day I came out, she had pulled my camera off the front of my door, off the wall. See, and I still didn't say that, but I was angry and I was mumbling. I was on my ladder, putting the camera back up, and she said, motherfucker, take that damn camera down, and motherfucker, I don't want that camera. Lady, I don't even know you. You can't tell me what to do with my camera. This is watch my packages when they deliver. Man, she went on and hollering, but now you got to understand, she was trying to get me to respond to all that stomping, beating on the walls and all that other stuff for about a week or 2 weeks or whatever. I called the police. See, I called the police on her 4 times, man, went to file an order of protection. This is what I'm trying to tell you, that was strange. And see, her family would have to know because after I moved there, your daughter didn't stay with you, but she was coming over there. You sent your daughter to my apartment to borrow a screwdriver. This one said, why you women, man, y'all act like y'all don't know what's going on, man? You play dumb, and then you try to play victim like somebody did something to you. You understand? That's what it seemed like. That's what it's all about. But we're going to figure this paperwork out. Like I said, I got plenty of paperwork. And like I say, it's going to be plenty of videos and documentation. Oh, by the way, let me say this too. The Chicago Human Relations, Cheryl Reed, also said, one of the things they said that stood out, that they illegally evicted me because I wrote reviews on Yelp and did videos on social media about them. Listen, they call it the First Amendment. You put in writing, Monsieur Reed, what they said, and you said it to me. Like, you telling me that I don't have the right to exercise the First Amendment right by saying that. Because whatever I said, you said something about what they said. You said this in accusations about their homosexuality. I didn't say anything about their homosexuality. I made a statement about their, you know what I mean? But not accused of nothing. If somebody defame your character, once again, you can go down there and file charges at the court building, defamation of character, and file your lawsuit, right? But I'm like I say, if whatever I said, I can promise you, I can prove anything that I say. I got paperwork to bag up what I say. I ain't just talking. And I'm talking about reference with anything. Just like recordings too. See, by the way, Albert Robinson, I got you on recording. So you left the voice message. So I didn't record it. You recorded it when you left the voice message, which I'm going to put with this video too. You didn't say nothing wrong with it, but I just want them to hear your tone. I want them to kind of get, related, to know who you are. Other thing, finally, I don't know if I told you. I'm going to repeat it again because, like I say, I'm all over the place. But my initial draft went to a guy by the name of Peter Oakley, right? This is who hooked up my draft when I gave it to him, the original draft. I got the original draft here too, thank God. Thank God I got that. Because you're going to see the difference in what I originally wrote and what Albert Robinson wrote about what I said. Two different things entirely, right? But to confirm what I'm saying, it's Peter Oakley. Why did Albert Robinson get that case from Peter Oakley? Peter Oakley knows. I asked Cheryl Reed, I said, whatever happened to Peter Oakley? He still worked there. She never even responded. Say, yeah, because see, he was reassigned. When he had the case and they seen the case come in there, somebody from Edgewater, Chicago, got in touch with them people, however they do it, and they pulled Peter Oakley from and put Albert Robinson on there, and he the one changed that draft around and sent it to me and told me get it there right away because they got to hurry up and get it started. So they had it all doctored up and had it all secluded. It's corruption, man. And look, let me understand it. Let me understand. I know, man, I'm all over the place. But listen, there's no anger, no attitude, man. There's anger and attitude when I'm not doing my job. Only thing I can do is do my job. What vindicates me and make me feel good, man, is when I'm doing all I can to tell what you're doing to me. See, and then I can prove it. And you look at the paperwork. Like I told you, it don't take but one person to look at the OJ or whoever. You see what I'm saying? And they start paying attention like, damn, this shit really did happen, man. Yeah. City of Chicago Commission on Human Relations. This is the process and this is the guideline, the information for people who file complaints, me in this case, to the respondents. This is the process, the different steps we got to take. But my area that I want you to focus on is the time frame, and this thing has to be filed, how they have to respond, and then I have to reply. This is what we at right here. And I want you to pay attention to what it says. How long does an investigation take? See where it says typically respondents have 28 days from the day of mailing. Let's see if you guys can see that. See that? Then the respondents have 28 days to submit a reply, right? Then I have another 28 days to reply for them. Let your eyes run across there, because I'm going somewhere with this. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because with this process now, the complaint started August 11, 2022. The next document I show you, I'm going to show you the complaint I filed, the original one, and the one that Albert Robinson changed around and had me to sign. I'm not complaining about it because that's my mistake. I didn't pay attention. I didn't read it, so that's not the point. So I'm not looking to say, well, you signed it or you didn't write it or you did it. No. I'm telling you what happened. He changed it around, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. So let's be clear about that, because I did sign it, so it's on me, but I did let the supervisor know. I'm just making it clear. But I'm gonna show you both, and it didn't change it much, But there were some vital parts in there that stood out to make me look like a bad person, something that I didn't say, and that's why I'm bringing it up. But I want you guys to pay attention now. You see that process. This is the first thing. Now, you got to understand that this guy, Eric Jenkins, who they stated on, first of all, they didn't have nobody at BECOVIC works there by that name. This guy kept, on their final judgment that they gave me, the Chicago Commission on Human Relations stated that I was harassing and called and cussed this guy out, so-and-so, right? No. I got emails attached to this, and if you look at the emails closely, you'll see several emails going back and forth from December 19th from this guy, Eric Jenkins, around the holiday time. I told him I had definite family that I'll call you, and we'll talk about this after the holidays. He continued on and on and on and on. That's harassment, man. Here it is, you was harassing me and said that I was harassing you. And you was the one calling me. I got the text message. You tell me, show me the text messages that he got that I was text messaging him or emails. Any email that I got that I sent him, I was responding to the emails that he sent me. Then, if you notice the call on the phone, if you look at the date, that was February the 2nd, 2023. I had left that apartment January the 30th. I put that call, I put that pass in. I put the, vacate letter. I sent that to them around December the 31st. I left January something and told them I was gone. I put the fob keys on the thing, just like they said. Everything they said, do clean the apartment up, pine saw, bleach, all that cleaned up good. Left the cabinet cleaned up good and left the keys. Took the picture of the keys, which I put in this video as well, and left. And emailed and told him. This guy kept going back and forth with me after I did all of this, talking about he didn't get the message from his keys. He didn't get the email from the picture of the keys, even though my system said it was sent and received, right? So he's called me from his personal phone number and told me while I'm on a bus now, because you got to understand, I'm hectic boxes. This is the wintertime. It's cold. I'm 63 years. I'm still going through change. I'm angry as hell because I already had to leave a lot of stuff. And this guy still is contacting me after I already sent message to you 3-4 days before that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. So now he's sending his personal number for me to send the picture of the keys to him because he didn't get the picture, which he got. And I told him, look, motherfucker, don't call my motherfucking phone no more, man. Okay? Don't call. Okay. So anyway, I told the guy, man, listen, on the bus, I turned around, everybody was looking at me. And see, the thing is, man, you got to understand, I'm 63, but it only got through God's will, man, that I went through so much pain, man. I just laid out, man, for 2 weeks, man, soaking, getting pads, hot pads, man, for the pain. I have spinal stenosis, scoliosis, high blood pressure, borderline diabetic, high cholesterol. And what I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm telling them, man, I'm having hyperventilating when I get up in the morning. And instead of telling these people I'm going through all these different changes, this man's instead harassing me. So the thing is, what I'm saying is now you have the nerve to call, to now try to make it look like that's what I was doing to you, when you have no documentation of it. But it's not none of that. The thing is that I want the public to see, and that's why I'm pushing it. It's that you're supposed to be an agency to protect us. And I'm talking about the Chicago Commission of Human Relations. You're supposed to protect the people. You're supposed to be neutral, as you say. You're looking at the evidence. That's why you got a title as an investigator, which means you're supposed to investigate. So if you have all the documentation and everything that I'm stating, you should be able to see it in writing yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because you're an investigator. That's what your job is. So if you investigate, it's not just what I'm telling you. It's what you investigate and found. So when you ain't bringing it up and you being biased, you being partial, see, to the respondents. Because if you're looking at the evidence and ignore the evidence, you got to be connected some kind of way too. See, some kind of way. It doesn't matter. Because see, what you don't understand. The more you guys keep doing what you're doing, the more that I'm going to keep putting the evidence out. See, because the evidence don't lie. See, people say, man, he crazy and he got a mental. Probably is. I don't know. Probably got a mental disorder for me putting all this energy in. I don't know what it is, man. It could be. But I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep being mental and crazy. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, listen, I can't be two people. Either I can be this person because it takes time to put paperwork together, to put these videos together and connect. So I can't be out there doing or being the person who you say I am if I'm doing all this. I can't be two people. See, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. Accept the fact of what it is. Accept the responsibility of what it is. See, because let the world know. Because see, now you're gonna have to say what your part is or what your role in this. I'm talking about specifically Apple Robinson, because once again, like I told you, for some reason, Cheryl Reed, she could be knowingly, but she could be she could be a fall person, man, a patsy, or she could be the new kid on the block or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just hard for me to believe. I can see Albert Robinson. I can see them protecting him and saying that, man, if it go this far, it's not going to go this far. We're not trying to roll you under the bus. But even if it does go this far, we're not going to take responsibility. We're going to put it on her. So you can see that? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that they accepting the fact that, man, because it's too many loopholes. It's too many. Look, man, if you look at this with a fine-tooth comb, you will be able to see, man, there's a lot of stuff in here just ain't making sense. It's too obvious. So, but they looking at it, the stuff that's laying on the table. It's like it's something that somebody comfortable doing. They crooks, man. They not smart at all. They just crooks. They doing what they always been did. Before it's legally, I don't think no lawyers, like no district attorneys or somebody behind this will be this sloppy. And they looking at that. We're gonna just shoot it through the breeze. We put a stamp on. That's it. They not looking for me to continue on. But what they saying is, if it does go on, and if it goes down to the end, and if somebody does have to take it away for it, it's gonna be on her. Say it is, yeah. That's the way it seems to me. But like I said, I could be wrong. She could be the culprit behind all of it. It might not even be them. It could be her. So I don't know. I'm just telling you what I think. And like I say, it's a bad thing, man. It really is. But what I ask y'all is to look at all these documents, man, because I'm putting it all out there. There's lots of paperwork. And like I said, the focus more so on my last response, my last reply to the respondents. Legally. It was no more about what he said, she said. It was about the laws, man. Fair Housing Act, things like that. That we're protected by this, we're protected by that. That we have to abide by this, we have to abide by that. Certain rules that they have to follow, as an owner, and certain things that have to do as a tenant. This is where we are now. See? And the thing is that you can't get around it. Whatever reason that you illegally evicted me, and you don't want to look at, yes, when you kept on harassing us in those emails, you were pretty much threatening me. That's what it was. If you don't do this, you're going to have to pay $100 a day extra layover plus double the rent. That's illegal eviction, man. See, I moved under duress. You threatened me, man. And that's what y'all don't understand, man. And whoever, like I said before, who got the power for this to keep going on, to cover up what you're doing, to try to keep it out of the somebody, man. The other thing is that they said too, I'm trying to remember everything as I'm talking, that I yelled out the window and said some kind of homophobic slur at somebody. So I'm 63 years old now. So if anybody know anything about the homosexual community or gay people, that for 63-year-old man, they would have beat the shit out of me when they saw me. Anybody knows that. When he yelled out the window, who did he yell this at? That's the thing. See, that's what I'm trying to say. When they say different things, you yelled out the window. Who did he? Usually people say you yelled out at this guy that's the 27-year-old named Herbert. He walks past your building every day, and you yelled out the window and said it. You don't say you yelled out the window at somebody. They ain't say no date, no time, none of this. You yelled out the window at somebody with a homosexual slur. That makes sense? Once again, I'm not talking about if they said it. I'm talking about the Chicago Commission of Human Relations. They sending it to me. I'm sending you the copy of the 8 things that they said 2 years later. Right. It's messed up, man. Right. Because like I told you, it feels scary. The power, man, is when the police, within the police stations and everything that's going on, man, it's really, really kind of scary, man. It makes you kind of really, really wonder, how deep is this? What the hell didn't happen here, man? See what I'm saying? Is this really still going on like that? Yeah, it's going on like that when they can't make you compromise. You see? Yes. When they can't get you to compromise, see, if you're a part of it, man, see, you won't know that it's still going on until you live in the community where they still doing it at. That's how you find out. When you move into the community where they still doing that kind of stuff at, then you realize it's still like the 1800s. And they conditioned to still live that way because they never changed. They always controlled their environment. And the people who live there, according to the census, African Americans a certain percentage, Asians, other or whatever, Hispanics or whatever, the percentages is balanced out a certain way, but they not carrying their whole citizenship, like a citizen of the United States. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you might have, like they say, what they say up there, like 60% maybe Caucasians. Just give you some numbers, right? And they might say, 20% might be African Americans, right? Then they'll say another probably 15% might be Hispanics, and then the other might be other, like Asians or whatever, Africans or whatever. So, yeah, but see, if you controlling your environment for the people that's living there, like I always used to wonder why in that neighborhood that you can stand African Americans can sit in front of the Walgreens and beg every day like a job. See, I couldn't stand up there and beg. Anybody couldn't do that. But the ones that's communicating, because that's, it's like the security. It was, yes, when you see people laying out there, man, on Broadway, way up north in Edgewater with a blanket sitting in front of Walgreens, there's something to it. When you see any kind of homeless person living under the bridge with cardboard boxes up in Edgewater and they ain't making a move, it's for something. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, because those people are working, man. So when the people walk past in the community, they already know. When they have their community meetings, they already know the people that's posted up around there, those are the security for our areas. When you walk on the street at night, those are the people who watching. Those are the people we getting information from the different blocks. So on paper, as an African American, the ones that you see in front of the stores or under the bridges, on paper, they down as an African American, right? But they not a stand-up African American. They have some kind of shortcomings going on. See, so they don't really count. So them the ones we want. So the ones that's in our community that we can't control, who think that he's equal, no, we don't want you here because you're not equal. You're not equal. You a nigger. See what I'm saying? So you can't be in our community unless you're going to play your part. See, is that like that? Yes, man. See, the other thing is this. When you live in communities like that, man, and live amongst people like you learn that after a while. Because when they start talking to you a certain kind of way, a different kind of way, and you fire back and then there's always be somebody that's they slow you down. We come a different way, right? Because they see that the kind of person you're not used to that you know what I'm saying? They used to talking to you because that's what they do. They do, yeah. And you wouldn't know that it was still going on unless you moved into the community and you found out. I told you, man, I had bought one day I had bought a prepaid card from Walgreens, a Visa or something one day, right, for $50 or something, right? And it was something I was doing for prepaid, to have a prepaid card, man. So anyway, one day I had went to the store. I had came from the gym, right, working out. And I had went to the store because I ain't had no cash on me. I had my cards with me, the cash, in my bag. So I took that card and used it, right? And so when I got the stuff to the counter, some vitamins and stuff like that, the lady scanned the card. She said, "No, it's not working with your pen." I put my pen on it, it ain't working. So she looking like, well, she say, "Okay, let me call the manager." I said, "Okay, but give me my card." And then she said, "No, we're gonna wait on the manager." She said it just like that. No. I said, "Yeah, we wait on the manager, but give me my card first." And then she said, "No, we're gonna wait. We just gonna wait." And so I turned around, looked at the people in the line. They all looked at me, right? And I looked at them, but Caucasians, like everybody's face, like they knew she was bogus too, by the way. But my face expression told them that I was finna really go there. And I said, "You know what? No, because I'm finna go to jail." See? So you knew that? Yes. But the thing is that when the manager came and they realized that that was my card, she looked stupid. But then not on that, I said something to her. I said, lady held my card, That lady held my card against my will. I told her, "Give me my card." She held my card. So we're going back and forth. She said something. The manager said something or whatever. But I filed a complaint. So he did, yeah. So when I filed the complaint with the Better Business Bureau, this and that and other, they gave me something, $100 gift card, something. I can't remember what it was. $100 gift card or something like that, man. But yeah. But let's let you know that's how they do, man. That's what be going on, man. In Edgewater, Chicago. And so now, and like I said, I realized this, that it not only goes on there, it goes on different places. You see what I'm saying? Say, is it good to live in those places? It's good to live in those places, man, if you mind your own business and just stay out the way. Don't try to go, barbecue and this and that. It's good to ride bikes on the lake and all that kind of stuff, man, but you just got to be mindful and be careful, man, because like with me, I can tell when people know me. How? I don't know. I can tell when some of them people's up there, police or state's attorneys or whatever, whatever. So when you be up there, they know who you are. And see, and this is a disservice to to the public as well, because when they have their neighborhoods and their community, how we used to have block club meetings years ago. See, when you had it, you're not supposed to disclose, confidential information about people. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be a lawyer, you might be a police or whatever, and you run background checks on different people. Some of you people come from different states. Listen, man, God said we all fall short to the glory of God. He ain't say some, he ain't say many, he said few. He said we all. So all of you motherfuckers walking around here trying to act like you holier than thou, you got some shit fucked up too. Everybody does. So when you get to a certain place, then you want to point fingers at everybody else because you figure as though yours is a secret because you never got caught for it. Some of you motherfuckers then push your grandmama out the goddamn out the motherfucking window and killed her for insurance policies and all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? This shit I never even think of. And then you make an excuse in your mind, you see what I'm saying, to clear your conscience of what you did or what you've been doing all your life. And then at the same time, you try to point fingers at everybody else because theirs is in writing. Can't nobody say nothing about any of y'all sitting around there. You just committed a crime when you just looked into my background. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's illegal shit. So then when you look into somebody's background, then you turn around and take them through changes and harass them for shit they did 40 years ago, 50 years ago. And it wasn't nowhere near some of the shit you did when they did it 40 years ago. I probably stole some batteries out of Walgreens. You killed your grandma. What the fuck? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And you'll tell yourself, well, my grandmama, she wasn't doing nothing for none of us. And she had all this and she didn't give us anything. Yeah, motherfucker. So she didn't give you anything. So you killed her for a house and a car and a boat because she didn't give you anything. Then get the fuck out of here with that. And that's why I keep trying to tell you, yeah, I didn't change my language, with profanity because I want to make a point. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to make a point.